Hey everybody, Lance here with Normal Guy Talk. I just got done watching probably the best movie I've seen in 10 years, and I'm giving this to you as the number one movie you need to watch in 2019. And I'm not trying to be deceptive because I know this is not a new release movie. It's actually a very old movie, but this movie is so good. I can't imagine anything in 2019 coming close to it. Matter of fact, I haven't watched a movie that has so warmed my heart like this movie. In 2018, we had Christopher Robin with Winnie the Pooh, and that was darker. We had movies like Star Wars, and we had movies like, the Spider-Man and Spider-Verse release, and we had movies like the Aquaman and various other movies. None of these movies compared to the movie I'm fixing to give you as my number one pick, movie that you need to see in 2019. Go rent it right now. You will leave with your heart overflowing. It's so good. It's so good. That movie is Moonstruck. Moonstruck, starring Cher. This movie is it's a forgotten movie. It's so good. It stars Cher, and then you have it's a combobulated mess is what it is. Cher is tasked by her fiancé, who she just got engaged to, but has to go see his dying mother in Sicily. He tasked her to go and find his brother, who he has bad blood with, and they've been bad blood now for 5 years because Ronnie, Johnny's brother, got his hand cut in a meat slicer and chopped off all his fingers. So there's bad blood there, and he blames it on Johnny. But he tasked his fiancée, Cher, to go find Ronnie, who works in a bakery, and to make sure that he comes to the wedding. Well, she gets there, and she's expecting, I think, someone like Johnny, but Ronnie, he's got, his little tank and fuzzes coming out everywhere, and his hair is this nightmare, and he's totally opposite of Johnny, and he is this burning star, those things that are just bright and they're fast and they burn out quickly, but you're like, you're captured by them. He's a burning star, and she's caught up in it, and she falls in love with him, and he's instantly pretty much falls in love with her, and they go to the opera together, and we'll come to find out while they're at the opera, her dad has been having an affair on her mother, and they run into each other, and there's this whole drama there, and the mother discovers that her husband is having an affair on her, and she goes to a restaurant by herself and meets a man, and there's nothing going on there, but he walks her home, and her father-in-law is walking his dogs and runs into him, so the father-in-law thinks that his daughter-in-law is cheating on his son, and there's this horrible tangled mess, but at the end, greater love prevails and relationships are restored, and everything. This is an end well movie, and we don't get those. I didn't see any of those except for maybe Aquaman and Christopher Robin in 2018. Most of the movies we saw were actually destruction type movies, and I don't see anything in 2019, at least not right off, that is telling me that I have a whole lot to look forward to. Star Wars is pretty much a disaster. If they come out with an Aquaman 2, that could be very good, Christopher Robin 2, but I don't know where they would go with that. Mary Poppins was a disaster, didn't care for that. The Spider-Man and the Spider-Verse, I think, is supposed to be pretty good, and there's good reviews on that, but none of this compares to Moonstruck. Moonstruck is my number one pick for you to see in 2019. That will be your benchmark for 2019. You're going to hold that up, and you're going to say everything has to compete with Moonstruck. It is so good. It's so good. Why don't we have more Moonstrucks? Why didn't Cher do more of these movies? Why can't writers write like this anymore? I didn't leave any movie in 2018 saying that I want to go listen to opera music. I don't care for opera music that much, but I'm in love with opera music now. I want to sing opera music because it impacted me. And that's what we need. We need movies that... Black Panther didn't impact me. Matter of fact, I felt discriminated against being a white man when the black monkey man was telling the white guy he couldn't speak in the presence of black people. I mean, this is garbage. Those aren't good movies. Those are terrible movies. But this, Moonstruck, it's an incredible movie. It's an Italian movie. It's a love movie, and it ends with a good ending. Do you want a movie that you know is going to end well, that you're going to feel elated with, that you're not going to leave beating yourself in the head with because you spent all this money on, popcorn and drinks and taking your kids there, and then it's just a huge waste because society tells you that it's some movie you need to see? Baloney. You know that there are good movies out there. Moonstruck's one of them. It's probably one of the best one of them. Matter of fact, here's a freebie. If you get on YouTube, go to the movie section of YouTube. It's free. Watch it on YouTube, free of charge. It's worth it. Thank you. Please don't forget to subscribe.